And then there are some times when you feel the energy where you're like, I'm getting the fuck out of here.
Yes, but like for me with that old lady in the photo, it changed my life because I really like started thinking to myself, I was like, okay, if we can see her in this photo, what if she was living in a completely different time period than us? And what if she looked in the mirror and was like, oh, I'm seeing 3 Black girls, 3 colored girls.
Welcome to Kesha and the Creepies. Today we are welcoming very special guest, Bri Luna, the Hoodwitch. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for coming on.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited.
What makes you a witch? Because I feel in my heart like I'm a witch, but I don't know if I'm doing the necessary steps to be a witch.
Culturally, when we think of the word witch and we think of what that looks like, I think that there are so many common misconceptions of witchcraft in general and like what a witch is and what a witch isn't. So first and foremost, growing up, I have 2 grandmothers where I gained most of my spiritual practice from. You have hereditary witches, you have people who are just solitary practitioners. So I think that just in general, the word witch, obviously it can be like this big umbrella because the witch has always existed in every continent, every country. You know what I mean? So Generally, most people's perception of a witch is like an old haggard woman with like a big nose with a wart on it. And it's like, I don't look like that. Neither do my grandmothers, neither do anyone, that I know that practices. But I think that just overall as an umbrella, the witch has always existed. And this archetype of just like this wild, fierce woman and rebellious woman, this rebellious energy has always existed. So to be a witch and to claim that for yourself, that can be in magical practice, or, it could be just about just energetically, like how you feel. And I think that rebellion has always just innately been with a lot of us,
It shouldn't be shameful to be both spiritually inclined and also want to feel like the best version and most powerful version of yourself. Like,
absolutely.
I think as a woman, it's, fortunately or unfortunately, people look at you. And if I can put on like a cat eye and all of a sudden I feel more powerful, then why the fuck wouldn't I do it?
I don't ever leave the house without a black cat eye. I even wore red lips for you today.
Oh my God, they're gorgeous. Well, red lips are definitely, they're like historically, don't know why. I don't know if it's just red, the color red or what it is, but a red lip is just always fiercely dangerous and so alluring.
Yes. I love it.
It's living in your power.
My bad bitch power.
Yes, your bad bitch power. I fucking love that. California is a great place to have a really fucked up cult, historically speaking.
I mean, yeah. I'm like, hey, Kesha, let's start a cult.
Are you kidding? I just wrote a song called Let's Go Start a Cult in Texas because I've like always wondered what that would be like. But mine wouldn't I wouldn't want anybody to murder anybody. It'd be a very loving, happy cult.
Okay, we won't have a murder cult.
No.
No murder cult.
If you had a cult, what would the outfits be?
I mean, I feel like what would the outfits be? For me, my outfit's gonna be black. So I've selected black. Maybe everyone gets their own color.
Oh, that would be great. I would love to be like a baby pink cult member.
Oh, that's so cute.
Such a Pisces.
And then you're like, I'm gonna have baby pink with glitter, and I'm like, I'm gonna have black. My Scorpio is like, okay, but I love emerald green too, so that is my like inner Taurus, earthy.
There's a lot of crazy energy in Los Angeles and in Hollywood and downtown. Like every different part of the city has its very own vortex of cosmic past energy. Like Hollywood is such a trip, and downtown, which I read that you're like, you find to be not the most positive energy downtown Los Angeles.
Okay, no. Downtown, it has its own energy. It's definitely intense. I have a few stories of just like very
Tell me.
Okay, so there was a bar in downtown LA. It's called The Association. It's a very old building for people who live in LA. Like they know what the door looks like. It's like a weird like lion's mouth that you kind of like use as like a little knocker when you go inside of it. So I went there one night for a hip hop night with my friends. We were just having a girls' night. It was very crowded. And the general group of people, like the vibe was pretty mixed crowd. But so my girlfriends and I go to use the restroom and we're pretty drunk at this point. Like we're like, let's take some selfies for Instagram, you know? So we're like, take our phones out. We're in the mirror. We're like, boom, 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 like hitting every angle. Like, you know, it's like, and no one was in the restroom with us because the DJ that was playing, it was like a really like popular DJ everyone like loved. So no one was in the bathroom. And it was very odd considering this is like a, you know, like a pop-in like bar. So anyway, we're in there just taking selfies while we had no one in the restrooms with us. And that was it. Like we were just in there by ourselves. Yeah. So we leave the restroom, we leave for the night, we go back home. And I was like, ooh, like, let's look at the pictures. Like, I want to post it tomorrow. So we're like scrolling through, like going through all, you know, because we took like 500 mirror selfies. So we're going through all of the pictures and my friend stops and she's like, who is that? And I was like, what are you talking about? And girl, we zoom in to the picture and there's a little old white woman and she's in the back of our photo. Like there is a door, like there's the restroom doors. There was no one in the bathroom with us. Okay. There was no one in the restroom with us. And there's a little old white woman. I shit you not. She has like a 1940s kind of hairstyle. It was like a little ice cream. I'm going to send you the picture, but like, she has like a little ice cream scoop and you just see this like white transparent woman. And I scrolled through the other photos and we're looking. She's not in any of the other photos.
Just in one.
And then it gets fucking weirder.
Oh God.
So you look to the right of the photo because we showed our friend's mom and she's like, whose hand is that? And we're like, what are you talking about? Girl, zoom in to the right side of the photo. There's a fucking hand, like an old white lady's hand, like reaching out of where the mirror is.
Ooh.
And there's no one in the bathroom. So like, it's a creepy hand. And you even see like it has nail polish on it.
Oh my God.
It was so creepy. Like it was terrifying. And so then the rest of the photos are just our selfies, but you can see a full, you know what I mean? Like a full view of the room of like what that looks like. Like, you see the mirror, you see the bathroom doors, but like there's no one in there.
And you see that there's nobody else in there.
Yes.
So I've had some weird experiences downtown as well. I love it down there. I used to work down there. I worked as a bar back and then I got fired. And then I worked at a wine bar and then I got fired. But I would always find there were a couple blocks that I just wouldn't ride my bike through because it really, like the energy was really scary. It was really dark and it just felt spooky as fuck. It was really close to that Hotel Cecil.
Hotel Cecil. Oh my God. Have you watched that?
Yeah. Which is
I didn't finish all of it.
It's a trip. I mean, parts of the documentary, I'm like, how legit is this? But it's just that hotel. I did film in there one time. That energy.
You did?
Yeah. The energy in there is, it's dark. Like it's
Richard Ramirez was fucking staying in there. That's terrifying. Like,
I know.
I mean, I can only imagine like that's like the least of the concerns considering like it's 100 years old, right? So I'm like, imagine how many like dead things. I don't know. It's terrifying. What was I going to tell you? So speaking of spooky hotels though, have you ever heard of the Ambassador Hotel? There are just like so many scary things that like have happened. Like,
well, tell me. You have to tell me what happened. To hear the entire podcast, listen and follow Kesha and the Creepies on iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you listen to podcasts.